Hi, Jen. First one in. Let's see, there's 10 people here. Just got to get everyone to pop on here. Hi, Eric. How are you? There we go. Starting to get a couple people in here. Hi, PDX here. Yeah, decided to. It's a beautiful day today, so I decided to do an outdoor vlog or outdoor live stream. Really nice and pretty out here today. You feel special, yeah? Well, you are special. You're all special. Yeah, it's actually a nice day today. It's probably, I don't know, mid 70s right now. I really ought to turn the thermometer around so I can see it, but maybe next time. Hi, Kelly. Happy Sunday back to you. Yeah, I've been meaning to do like an outdoor live stream for a while, but really hasn't been good enough weather to do it. But it's a real nice day today. We're supposed to get like into the mid 80s later on in the day. In fact, I don't know. It might even get too hot. I might end up having to go in. I'm hoping I don't get eaten alive by the bugs too. That can be a factor. So I got to deal with the fact that the table is rocking back and forth. So if you start getting a little seasick, let me know. I'll see if I can do something about it. You've had sun and snow all in one day. Yeah, well, no snow here today so far. Looking in the skies too. I mean, it's pretty clear up there. I don't think we're going to get any. So, yeah, I know. Always got to have the flag in the background. We're going to have a few bugs too. So, no, no changes to the palm tree yet. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Where's Flash? Flash is still in California. Hopefully, we'll go get her soon. Thank you. Yeah, that girl. Yeah, I thought the Easter walk came out really well. It was kind of a fun vlog to do. Some noisy birds going around here, so you're gonna get a little of the outdoor sounds today too. Hello, Boise and Nova Scotia. Everybody's people from all over the place here. That's always fun. Yeah, I hope they survive too, but I don't know. Not looking good right now, so I don't know. Yeah, I've been wearing my vintage Jordan T-shirt, so this is that one today. No Stetson yet. No, no, I haven't done that. I have thought about that. It'll be kind of funny to go out and get one and come on and do a live stream and not even talk about it, just be wearing it. See if how many people comment. Any more painting projects on the house plan? Well, I got to do more, but right now, when we're kind of in that part of the season between when it's too cold to be outside and when it's too hot to be outside, I want to do outdoor vlogs as much as possible. Once it gets to the point where it's like 95 degrees every day, then we'll get back to doing the indoor stuff again. You know, and I'm also looking forward to being able to start using the pool again. It's been kind of a warm week here today, and the temperature in the pool has gone up several degrees, so that's nice. We're up to about 75 degrees, which is still a little bit too cold for me, but it's Not going to be long, I think. When it gets above 80 or something like that, then it's going to be nice to be in it again. Thanks, Randy. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Yeah, they're fun to do. See, that's one of the things you get with the outdoor vlogs is you get a little breeze out here, and so we're going to have the flag blowing in the wind every once in a while. Oh, Jordan's here. Yeah, yeah, wearing your They Vlog shirt. How's the new house? I've been seeing your videos. Yeah, I saw a little bit of Jordan and Scott on the live stream. I was getting ready to go to work yesterday morning, so I only watched it for a couple of minutes, but decided since it was a nice day today, it'd be a good day to go out and do an outdoor live stream. Guessing Jordan will probably do some of those at some point too. Swimming pool live stream. With Jaw standing on like a boogie board or something like that out in the middle of the pool. How are the plants doing after the cold? It's still hard to tell whether the palm trees are going to come back. I'm concerned maybe they're not going to. A lot of the stuff is bouncing back though. I'm actually really surprised. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably replace some things today in the yard. I've kind of wanted to do that anyway for a while because the people that lived here before, they had these big giant planter areas and then they like put like one or two little plants in it. And, I don't know, I just like it a little bit more filled in. So, there's a couple sections that, I lost most, if not all of the plants in the section. I'm just going to take advantage of the opportunity and probably pull everything out and start over and do it a little bit more, a little bit more denser vegetation in there. I don't know. I think when you get a big giant planter and you have two tiny plants in it, it just doesn't look that nice. So you think I'd rock a Stetson, huh? I should do pool videos. Yeah, I don't know. Buy some sand and turn the backyard into a beach. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I'm hoping this week we're going to be able to get that contractor out to replace the patio under the patio cover. He talked to me last week and he was saying, maybe late this week. He was saying maybe Thursday. And I said, okay, well, Thursday's okay. I'm working that day, but that's okay. I don't need to be here when you do it. So, I'll just give him a key and he can come into the backyard and do whatever he wants. I don't have an exact date yet, but like I said, I talked to the guy about a week ago and he said maybe this Thursday. So we'll see. I'm ready to have it done. Any time basically between now and when I get to the point where I want to start using the pool, I'd like to have it done by the time I get to that point. You like the idea of a pool video wearing a Stetson, huh? Yeah, I don't know. That might be a weird combination. I don't know if you can all hear the birds out there, but they're doing their thing. There's a couple of them in the trees in the front yard that are chattering about quite a bit right now. You're joking about the Stetson in the pool, huh? Yeah, I don't know. If I got a Stetson, I definitely probably wouldn't want to wear it in the pool. Stetsons are generally a little on the pricey and don't want to get it wet. I don't rule out getting one, just probably won't wear it in the pool. So I'm happy with Texas and the house in general. Yeah, actually, I am. Yeah, everything's worked out really well. Happy with the job, happy with the house, happy with Texas. No complaints. And it's kind of fun that I have an opportunity now to kind of start over in a yard. I was in the old house for what 21, 22 years, and I basically filled in everywhere that I had to plant things in the yard. So it's kind of nice having a new yard to start with. And I thought I heard some commotion over there. Sometimes you get a squirrel or something popping in around here. Miss California at all? No, not at all. I lived there all my life, so I was pretty much over that place. A Tetris container, yeah, I know. I'm really curious to see what they're going to do with that. It looks like it was designed to be like just a bunch of shops, but you got to remember also. I think when I saw it the first time, more than a year ago, it was before the whole coronavirus thing was really kicking in, and so I think they were building it. Maybe that's what's holding things up. Maybe they just nobody's moving in right now because of the whole coronavirus thing. It seems like it'd be great for like a flea market kind of thing where you kind of go in there, set up a little temporary shop in one of those containers, sell your stuff for the day, and then go home. And next week they rent it out to someone else. I don't know. I have no idea what they're going to turn that into. It was interesting to kind of wander around in there, though. You wish you could cat sit for me when I went to California. Yeah, well, I think I'm going to probably get one of the neighbors across the street. With a house, I'll never run out of projects. That's probably true. That's one of the things I like about this yard. Is this yard is probably 5 times the size of the yard I had in California, and so there's all sorts of room for things to be done out here. And it'll be like the Golden Gate Bridge. Once I get done with it, we'll just start over again and do something new. One of the problems of being outside here is you get sun beating down on the glasses, and if there's any dust specks at all, man, you see it. That's a little better. Not looking at all these bright dots in the glass here. Hi, Dave and Terry from Tacoma. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks, Tina. I'm glad you stopped in anyway. And thanks for adding to the numbers. You enjoyed the Waco walking tour. Yeah, I did too. I kind of got up. It's like, what am I going to do? There's not really a whole lot I can do because it's Easter. Everything's going to be closed down. I'm kind of in the mood to get out and just kind of walk around. But I've been to Cameron Park a bunch of times. I've been to Woodway Park a couple of times, a bunch of times. It's like it gets boring kind of doing the same things over and over again. And I said, yeah, let's just go walk around downtown. We haven't done that in a while. And it was fun. I went to kind of areas I haven't gone a whole lot before. Yeah, I hit a couple places I've been before also, but I walk down. Usually, I'm going right down Austin Avenue, which is kind of the main drag that ends at the city hall there. And I went to kind of a couple streets on either side of it just to kind of see what was there, and it was fun to do that. So I love all the murals and stuff out there. Some of them are ancient too; they're almost faded away, so it's kind of cool to capture them while they're still there. How's my mom? My mom's doing good. Yeah, I'm still here. Okay, it's birds. That's what it is. And birds landing in the trees over there. That's over there where the bird bath is. So I think they may be trying to check out the bird bath. I filled that up again this morning, so maybe they're a little bit curious about that again. But yeah, I mean, I talked to my mom on Sunday afternoon. So when I do a live stream on Sunday morning, it's about as far away as I can be from that. But she was doing fine as of last week. Yeah, I know. As I said at the time when I was looking at the houses here, I wasn't fair to this house when I walked through it the first time, and I didn't realize really how amazing it was until I got back and started editing the videos. And I looked at the video, I was like, wow, I hope I didn't leave, I hope I didn't, give up on this one early because I waited too long. But fortunately, I didn't. That was one of the things the realtor said. To me when I was started looking is that houses generally don't stay on the market here very long. So, it was like 5 days later that I actually sat down and edited the video. And when I saw it, I was like, oh man, I hope I didn't lose this one. I didn't though. Love the flag on the fence. Yeah. Well, I figured I had to put it out here. Actually, since I'm thinking I'm going to probably do some more live streams in the yard from time to time now, I actually put a couple nails in there this time. So that all I got to do is just come out and hang it on there. See, that's what I do in the house too. There's just a couple of nails uh, where the flag hangs. And when I'm ready to do a live stream, I just go hang the flag up on the nails and we're ready to go. So now I'm ready to do that again here. But I thought any more about getting a dog. Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. I don't know. We'll see. The issue I have with a dog is my work hours. A dog is going to be left alone for 12 hours a day for 3 or 4 days a week. So that's a concern. And I'm concerned about leaving him in the house all day because he's got to go to the bathroom. I don't want him going to the bathroom in the house. And I'm concerned about leaving him outside the house, um, and having him have to deal with the heat. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just get like a Labrador Retriever and leave him steps to the pool. If it gets too hot, he can hop in the pool. Labrador Retrievers tend to love the water. So thank you, Jen. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. Think I need an escaping the mouse flag? I don't know. Maybe. I've thought about a doggy door, but doggy doors are a security issue. I mean, granted, there's not a lot of crime here, but it'd also be because the only real door going out into the backyard isn't a sliding door; it's a door that opens, and so you got to figure out about that too. Yeah, you're right about cats being independent. It also helps when there's two of them because then they can kind of entertain each other. And mine are so lazy; they just sleep all day anyway. So the only time they come out is when I'm doing a live stream or when I'm watching TV at night. How's the vegetable garden going? It seems to be going fine. I ended up having to replace the tomato plants, and you'll see that on Tuesday's video. But the new tomato plants are doing well. I had any progress on the patio? Yeah, supposedly. I haven't heard from the guy in about a week yet now, but he called me last week and said that he was going to try and come out later this week. And he was saying maybe Thursday. So I'm hoping I'll hear for something from them in the next couple of days. Let's see if I can get a stick underneath this thing here so that the TV tray is wobbling a little bit. So I want to see if I can maybe stabilize things a little bit so it doesn't do as much of that. I don't know. We'll see if that helps. Maybe that'll help. I keep feeling things hit me. I think it's a bug landing on me. It's just something coming out of the tree. I don't want to end up with a bunch of mosquito bites, so I'm kind of paranoid. Yeah, it is a really nice day out today. I got up this morning, it's supposed to be, I was looking at the weather and they were saying, mid 80s, and it seemed a little cold when I got up at like 7:30 this morning, but I figured, we'll give it a shot, and, see what it's like closer to the time. And at about 10:30, I came out here and it was really nice out here. And I said, you know what, I'm doing an outdoor live stream today. So what's the weather in Waco? Yeah, I just said it's about the mid 80s today. I'd say it's kind of mid 70s right now. Yeah, I've seen those doggy doors with a little fob that allows the dog to get in. Like I said, the issue I got is I don't have a sliding door going into the backyard. I got a door that opens, and so the issue would be how you do a doggy door in that kind of a situation. The cat sleeps with you as long as you don't move. Yeah, I don't let the cats into my bedroom. They're allowed in the bedroom. Because I don't want to have cat hair all over the place in my room. Every day before I do a live stream, I got that cover on the couch. It's tie-dyed. It's a tie-dyed bed sheet. Every week before I do a live stream, I got to go clean that thing off of all the cat hair because they spend all their time sleeping on that. Okay, an alligator in the kitchen, yeah, that would kind of freak me out too. I don't think there's much of a danger of that because there aren't a whole lot of alligators in this part of Texas, I think. And even if there were, I'm not sure a 6 foot alligator could get through here. That'd be more of a concern maybe in Florida or somewhere where alligators thrive. Weather Channel says it's 63. Okay, yeah, that's or 73. That's probably about right. Let's see if I can figure out what it says here. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing on mine too. Of course, mine's on the Weather Channel too, so it makes sense they would both say the same thing. Yeah, the bench is a little hard, but it's a rocker bench too. So I was kind of figuring, that would be a good way to go too. I don't know, my tail end may be a little sore at the end. We'll see. Maybe next time I should bring a cushion or something, right? All playing it by ear. It was either that or sit on one of these white chairs over here. And I don't know. I decided to bring this thing out. One of the problems I have with the chairs is they tend to dig into the ground, and I begin sinking over time. The ground is kind of soft, and there's not a lot of surface area touching the ground with those chairs, but this has got a big wide surface area. So broadcast is very clear. That's good. Should be well lit today too, right? Lots of natural light. It was in Louisiana. Okay, yeah, I guess I could see how there might be alligators in Louisiana too. That's pretty close to Florida, and they got a lot of swamp areas there. Yeah, I'm sure I can. Like I said, using the rocker chair, the glider chair was kind of a last minute decision, so didn't really think it out that much. How are the blue bonnets doing? All of the blue bonnets are blooming right now. Let me see if I can turn the computer around here so you can see it. They're all right there. I don't know if you can see them, but I noticed this morning that they're all blooming. So that is good. Palm trees are still an unknown. They had one of those security cameras for the front door as long as I don't show too much. Yeah, well, I don't know. I've been kind of concerned by like some of those ring cameras because I've been hearing stories that those things are being, that you can hack those. You know, I'm kind of concerned with a lot of things that can be connected to the internet. There's a way out, there's a way in for somebody else. If I can log on to it, somebody else can too. Yeah, I'm hoping the palm trees make it. It'd be sad if I lost them. We'll give them time. No, I don't see any signs of life yet. So I don't know. I don't think Flash is going to need a water area. She always kind of got the water she needed from what she ate. I had a pond in the backyard in California, and she never went anywhere near that. So, you know, I think she'll be fine. You know, when the sprinklers go off, she'll get something there. But she always seemed to get her water from what she ate, and occasionally she'll drink from puddles of water when it rains or when the sprinklers go off and stuff like that. So she'll be fine. When is Flash coming? As soon as possible. As soon as I can work it out, you know, and get some time off of work. I'm still working to kind of, you know, communicate with my boss and figure out when is a good time. Yeah, I don't know. I might have lost the Christmas tree too. That was kind of sad too, because I probably could have brought that in. See, that's the Christmas tree right there, and it looks kind of sad. So I don't know. I'll be more sad about the palm trees though. Something fell down my back here and is itching me and tickling me in the cool shirt. Yeah, it's my Jordan the Lion They Vlog T-shirt with Jordan and Adam Wu, based on the movie They Live. Yeah, I'm surprised a lot of the stuff survived, and I'm surprised because I'll have like two plants right next to each other, the same plant, and one survived and one didn't. Really weird how that works. But I mean, you look around here, everything is really green again. Even the lawn's starting to come back. Good morning, Karma. Is there one of those cypress trees? I don't know what all the trees are. I know for sure that the trees in the front are pecans. And then I guess there's a couple of maple trees back here, and I don't know what everything is. Have the leaves quit falling? Yeah, but what we're doing now is, as things start budding out, it's dropping some like waste in you know all over the place. So there's all sorts of stuff falling on the ground right now from the trees, you know, this kind of stuff. I don't know if you can see that. That's the big mess in the pool right now. All right, Rhonda and Charlotte and Logan are here. I'm not sure I like doing an outside vlog. Yeah. Oh well, I mean, in terms of live stream, yeah, it's a nice day to be outside. Pretty out here. It's nice and quiet, except for the birds. I don't know if you hear the birds though. I probably ought to put a better microphone on this thing. Maybe you could hear some of the background sounds. Gophers tearing up the place. I haven't seen any gophers around here. We had a blueberry plant that was doing great, and then dry wind came and the plant died. That's too bad. Yeah, I hate it when that happens. Yeah, I decided to go with an energy drink today. I pulled the label off of it though because they don't advertise on my vlogs, so they don't get free plugs. Oh, Michael's here too, huh? Hi, Michael. Oh, the gophers are tearing up your yard. Okay. Charlotte and Logan liked it when I put their pictures up. Yeah, that was. I've been meaning for a couple of weeks to kind of get those printed out, and I had to go print something else out and said, you know what, I'm going to bring those too. And I laminated them and put them on the refrigerator. And my youngest viewers here, my youngest fans, love my vlogs. Thank you, Stacy. Appreciate that. I kind of enjoy doing them. It's kind of a fun way to keep me, you know, keep me going on the weekends here. It also kind of keeps the pressure on to keep working on the yard because working on the yard is a good thing to do. You know, to make a vlog about. So yeah, I thought so too. Seeing the nice day out today. I got up this morning. Was seeing what that they were saying. 87 today for the temperature, and it's clear out. And it was kind of nice. It was a little cold this morning when I got up, so I said I'm going to wait a little while and see if it warms up. And if it does, I'm going to do an outdoor live stream. And it got real nice. So they like the bench. Yeah, this is something my parents got me many many years ago. In fact, my mom got one. Well, my mom and dad got one for me. They got one for themselves. They got one for my sister, and my aunt and uncle in Minnesota got one for themselves also. And apparently, this is the only one that still exists. All the rest of them kind of rotted away. But I always kept this one under the patio cover. And a few years ago, I took it apart and kind of cleaned everything up, sanded it all down, waterproofed everything, and kind of rebuilt it. So it's doing well. It's a nice day to be outside. Charlotte and Logan want to watch me every day. That's cool. Thank you, Charlotte and Logan. And Melanie, thanks for stopping in. I'm glad you got us. I saw that giant. I think it was like a Gila monster or something like that went in and started climbing up the shelves. I didn't realize it was a 7-Eleven, but I saw the video. That was insane. That'll ruin your day. Working on the magneto on your motorcycle. It's a good thing to do. You're going to try the meatloaf, the Instant Pot meatloaf. That turned out really well. I think what I would have done, I might have chopped up the onions a little bit finer. That's the only thing I would have done because sometimes, when you get a lot of onions in the meatloaf, the meat kind of falls apart pretty easily. But it was really good. And in my case, I probably would put in chopped jalapenos too next time. Something to add to the list. A little luck, I'm going to have a whole bunch of them this year. Pouring rain there today, huh? And for the next few days, that's cool. I love it when it rains. We're supposedly kind of going to get some rain later in the week. I hope so. You think you'd freak out if you saw that thing in the store? Yeah, I know. I've heard of the Gila monsters like bite you. That it's really bad because they got just like really really dangerous bacteria in their mouth. You can get really bad infections from that. Thank you, Melanie. Yeah, I'm. The yard's coming along nice. Like I said, I think I'm going to probably do another yard vlog today. You'll see that on Saturday. I'm a couple days ahead right now. I've already got Tuesdays and Thursdays videos up. It's nice in Vermont too. That's good. Yeah. You use onion soup mix. Yeah, I kind of like to go with fresh ingredients. Like I said, the only thing I would have done is probably chopped up the onions a little finer. You put up a hammock in your yard. I've been thinking about putting up a hammock. I don't know where I do it though, because all I do have a bunch of trees here. The big you want to do a hammock with a big tree, and I don't really have any big trees that are close to each other in the yard. In fact, the only two real big trees are on opposite sides of the pool. So if I did a hammock, it'd be like over the pool. You roll out of there and you roll into the pool. That wouldn't be a whole lot of fun. Or maybe it would. I don't know, maybe something to think about. The Icelandic volcano is erupting again. That's very cool. Unless you're in Iceland, I guess. Jan just got a new memory foam bed. That's cool. I've never tried the memory foam beds. I have back problems, so I would be concerned about how my back would deal with that. Yeah, that would be another concern I'd have too with a hammock would be bugs. Yeah, I guess I've seen the ones with the freestanding hammocks too, but I don't know. I think I'd probably go with a traditional one if I had the option. Like I said, it's a matter of where I'd put it because, like I said, the only trees I really have in the yard is this one here, and then there's kind of one behind it there. Like I said, the pool's right in the middle of that, so it'll be a little bit of a challenge. Oops, I just pulled the plug on the laptop. Hang on a second. Plug this back in. Gotta keep the power on. Am I mentally ready for a drive to California? I don't know. We'll see. You're in lockdown again. Yeah. Lockdowns are, we're for the most part opened up here in Texas. And it seems to me what we're hearing is that the numbers are going down. I don't think I ever saw meatballs, or if I did, it was a long time ago. When am I driving over? It's all going to be dependent on when I can get some time off from work. That's what the deal is right now. 'Cause I could go basically any time. I just want to kind of work it out, so I'm not having as much of an impact as I can with work. Apparently in the last few weeks, we got our bonus checks at work a few weeks ago, and about the same time the stimulus checks from the government started coming out, and I guess a whole bunch of people just said, "Okay, that's it. I'm going off to party for a while." You know, and then people like that wonder why it is that they don't ever have any money. It's because when you get a little bit of money, you throw it away. I took that bonus and I put it in the savings account. It's going to help me pay for my patio cover, for my patio replacement. How deep are the fence posts? I think they are anchored in concrete, but it's probably 18 inches deep, and I think the anchors are about that big around. I ran into that when I was putting the bricks down there because every time I got to one of the posts, I had to kind of deal with that. In fact, when I was putting those in, one of the things I discovered is this isn't the original fence that was back here. There was another fence at one point, and the posts were at different locations. And what they did is, rather than pull the anchors out, they just kind of cut them off of the ground and buried them. Well, when I was putting the stones there, some of the metal was sticking up, and I was having to get in there and like cut that off before so I could get the stones to be relatively flat and level. You say that's an oak behind me? Yeah, that is in the neighbor's yard though, so I couldn't do anything with that. It's a nice tree though. I do like the fact because it hangs over into my yard, and so it's a nice shade in the backyard. I'm enjoying the shade of it right now. Will I make vlogs on the way to California? Definitely. I want to stop by maybe some national parks. I haven't decided what my itinerary is of where I'm going to go, but I want to spend 7 to 10 days maybe going and getting to California and stop a few places on the way through, and then hang out with my mom for a few days, and then go down to Southern California. Hang out with some of my friends. Go visit Beth, of course, because she's the one that's babysitting Flash. And then once I get Flash, I want to throw her in the car, and I really want to make a beeline back because I don't want Flash to be in the car any longer than we have to be. So that's sort of what the plan is. And once I figure out what days it is, I want to kind of maximize what I have. I've got like you know more than 80 hours accrued of vacation time. So I think what I can do is I can take 2 whole weeks off of work, 1 3-day week, 1 4-day week, and then have the weekends on either side of that and get almost like 3 weeks off. So 21-day vacation, spending 10 or 12 days getting to California, hanging out there for another week, and then making a beeline back will be, I think, the way to go. Am I going to vlog my mom? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what she wants. I mean, she's come on and done a couple of the live streams with us, and honestly, the first time she did it, she said, "Yeah, I'm willing to do it, but I want to wait until I can get a haircut because I'm kind of locked in my apartment." And I said, "Mom, it's a telephone call. Nobody's going to see you." But now she can go out and get haircuts and stuff like that. So, we'll see if she wants to come on and do a sit down and do a live stream and see what happens. Have a great week, C&V Young. Thanks for stopping in. Gotta go lay some bricks. Does Flash have a travel case? No, probably what I'll do is I'll just put her like in a cardboard box or something like that. See, that's why I want to kind of minimize the time we're on the road because she'll be fine for a few days that way, but and I'll have to give her food and all that fun stuff. Maybe we can do a little rest stops where I can let her out and let her explore a little bit, but gotta keep an eye on her too because you wouldn't think it, but she's fast. Yeah, I want to do a meetup at some point too. I've tried doing meetups in the past so far and haven't had anyone show up. So, it's just a question whether I'm popular enough where anybody would come to me. I have what 3,500 some odd subscribers, but they're spread all over the world. So, that means the likelihood of somebody being within driving distance of Waco, that limits the options. I mean, I know Jan is up in kind of the Dallas area, and I'm sure we could get Eric to come visit us because he's right here in Waco. But in terms of anyone else, I don't know. How did I come up with the name Flash? I just thought it was an ironic name for a tortoise. The truth is, I had her for 30 years and didn't even give her a name. She's only had a name for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. But I just thought it was an ironic name. Turtle. I guess I'm not surprised that that happens. That's funny though. When the world gets back to normal, Logan and Charlotte want to come and visit me. That's cool. That'd be fun. I could show you Waco. I bet you guys would love the Mayborn Museum. Everybody suddenly got quiet. 1,000 miles to Florida, you'd need a guarantee of meatloaf. I don't know. I guess we probably could work that. You love the art. PDX loved Charlotte and Logan's pictures. That's cool. Do I like meatloaf sandwiches? Yeah, I've been known to do that. I haven't done that with any of the meatloafs I've made here, but meatloaf sandwiches are good. Actually, if I left the door open, the cats would be out here. You wouldn't think of Nibble being as timid as she is, but she's the adventuresome one. She'll be the one that's outside in a second if she had a chance. But I left the door closed, mainly not because I was concerned about the cats coming out, because I didn't want bugs going in. Is Nana doing well? Yeah, yeah. My mom's doing great. Like I said, I usually talk to her on Sunday afternoon, so it's I haven't talked to her now in 6 days, but I'm sure I'll get my weekly call in about 5 hours. She always likes to watch the live streams. She's to the point now where she can see the comments there. For the longest time, she couldn't. So no, Flash is a tortoise. So Yeah, she doesn't swim. I don't think she's ever been near the water. I know she wouldn't go anywhere near the pond in the house in California. In fact, the only time I ever saw her in the pond was when the pond was drained, and then she'd like to go four wheeling down the side of it. That was always a problem too, because then you'd have to, when you want to, I would drain the pond once every year or two just to paint the inside of the pond, because yeah, you have to paint it kind of with a waterproof paint to protect the concrete, and you got to do that every couple of years. And every time I drained the pond and painted, she'd be in there walking along in the paint and making a mess. All right, yeah, my mom will probably see that when she watches the live stream today, Charlotte and Logan. If she doesn't, Charlotte and Logan, say hi, Mom. Are there any geological attractions in the area or on the way to California that I'm interested in? I want to go to Yellowstone. I definitely want to hit that. Now, I think that's way north, so I don't know. We'll have to see how that works. Like I said, it's going to depend on how much time I have to get there. But like I said, I plan on spending a fair amount of the vacation time getting to California, and maybe we can stop there for a day or two and just kind of look around. I'd love to go check out the geysers and the hot springs and stuff like that. I haven't seen that in a long time. You get a feeling that when Mom comes on the live stream, she's going to be a star. Yeah, I think you're probably right. You also consider I'll probably promote that like crazy, so everyone will know. Yeah, my mom's going to be on the live stream, so tune in. We'll see. That's completely up to her. Kind of watching the squirrels here. There's squirrels running around on top of my house. I hear them sometime at night when I'm sleeping. They're like jumping along the roof. It's funny. I was looking out the window at one of my neighbor's houses, a neighbor next door here, and I saw a squirrel crawling up the side of the chimney and got up on top of the chimney. And I was saying, "Oh, I better contact the neighbor. I think they had a squirrel's nest in their chimney." And all of a sudden, I saw the squirrel go to the edge of the chimney and take a big giant flying leap and grab onto this branch that was probably like 5 feet away from the chimney. And that was how he got up to the tree. So I was saying to myself, "Geez, I wish I had a picture of that." Do I have more of my dad's personality or my mom's? Probably my dad's. The squirrel's been in the pool yet? Well, we did have that one incident. You have to go back and look at my older vlogs to get the backstory on that one. Yeah, my mom loves hearing from Charlotte and Logan too. You'd think that the one place that would be, open would be national parks because let's face it, that's the best kind of social distancing. You're gonna be miles from people there. I don't know. That's one of those things I'll have to check. And that may change the entire nature of the trip too. If I can't go to any of the places I want to go. Yellowstone, or you know that Yosemite is open. Okay, well, Yosemite is probably the national park I've been to the most, but I've never vlogged there, so it is a beautiful place. Probably won't be any vlogs of me climbing Half Dome or anything like that, but is Seattle a national park? So that would probably be a little bit out of the way because that'd be way north of where I was going. I don't know. We'll see. I guess Mount Rainier is right near Seattle, isn't it? Do the squirrels bother the garden? Not so far. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll start seeing if they go after the tomatoes. If they go after the jalapenos. They get what they deserve. And I think that if they do, they won't do that once. Squirrels are not cool in the house. Yeah, I can imagine. So far, we've avoided getting squirrels in the house. Occasionally, I've gotten a small lizard in the house, but that's about it. And bugs, of course. We can't help but get bugs in the house. Yeah, we'll see what happens with the squirrels. We may have to, that may just make it not work this year, and if so, we'll figure out something next year. I haven't ruled out the possibility even like of a greenhouse, and I'm sure I could make that squirrel proof. I mean, the beauty is the whole thing's already square shaped as it is, so I could just build a greenhouse around it pretty easily. I tried the flaming hot Cheetos, mac and cheese. I'm not really a Cheetos fan. Just a thing with me. Suddenly the birds are very active. I don't know if you can hear all that. I haven't seen a lot of snakes around here. In fact, I think the only snake I saw one when Jordan and I were traveling here. And that was 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. Can you believe it's been almost 2 years I've been here? Next month it'll be 2 years. Insane. Coming up on 3 years, I made the decision and said, okay, that's it. I'm leaving California because that'll be the summer that I'll hit that 3 year mark. But you're kind of right, Mark. I kind of figured there'd be more snakes here too. I haven't seen a single snake. Actually, on one of my hikes, what was it, through Cameron Park? I think it was through Cameron Park once. Um, when I was wandering around the trails back there, somebody passed by me and said, "Yeah, we just saw a snake up here a little bit ago. I was looking for it, but I didn't see it." Actually, no, I did see a snake. I did see a snake once. I got a little footage of a snake when I was over at the Waco wetlands. Maybe remember going and watching that video. It was just a little baby snake. It was just a little one. You moved just before me 2.5 years and still boxes that are full. See, that's one of the things. What you need to do is start a vlog because that was the greatest incentive to get everything unpacked and going here because, you know, people are interested in that stuff. Yeah, you're right. If I'd stayed in California, I got out at the right time. I mean, everything fell apart. My job would have stopped because, I mean, Disneyland, I don't think is even fully open yet. Let me go look here, but, I know they've been talking about opening, but I don't think they're even fully open yet. Yeah, see, I'm looking at looking at the maps right now and says they're still temporarily closed. And they've been temporarily closed since last summer. Because I remember when all my friends, I saw all my friends on Facebook, they were saying, yeah, I got a call from some stranger today. I'm laid off. I think Bite and Nibble would enjoy the backyard, but they like to be able to, um, they like to be able to have access to get back in the house, but they love to come out and explore. I know I used to leave the door open a lot when I was in California, and they would come out and just kind of wander around in the yard. Japan Disney is open, but not fully. Yeah, April 30th to limited attendance, no out of staters welcome. Oh well, that's okay. That's like the last place I want to go anyway. To Bite and Nibble like to lay in the sun? Oh, absolutely. Their favorite place in the morning is by the window there on that shelf by the window. And that's where the sun comes in. So not going to do a vlog, but you're motivated by mine. That's cool. Dry rot. That sounds like no fun. Doing laundry with Breck. That doesn't sound like a lot of fun either. But it's one of those things that has to happen, right? I don't know what Flash would do with the peppers. I don't think she likes tomatoes. I think tomatoes are one of the things that she probably stay away from. But she basically likes, most fruits and vegetables, except citrus. I know, you're right, Mark. Can you believe it? I mean, probably part of it has to do with the fact that, I was flying back and forth to California so much, when my father was in the hospital. But even now, I've been in Texas now nonstop for more than a year because I haven't been to California now since my dad's funeral, and that was mid-March, and we're already into April now. The girls want to know my favorite cookie. I love chocolate chip cookies, I think. Yeah, probably. Probably chocolate chip cookies. Brownies are good too. I don't know. Do they count as cookies? I don't know. The brownies are good. Have had a good day, Melanie. I'm glad you're able to make it in on this one. You bite and nibble like to see Flash. I don't, I mean, they've seen her, but I don't think that, I don't think either of them really understands what the other one is. Bite and nibble look at Flash is just a walking rock, and Flash looks at Bite and nibbles like that's something that moves, and I'm trained to be afraid of things that move. White chocolate macadamia nut. That sounds good too. See, this is how it all starts, people. This is how we always get onto the subject of food. Somebody asks a question like, "What's your favorite kind of cookie?" And then everybody's hungry. That's how it happens, people. Just in case you ever wondered, that's how it happens. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Flash's senses. I don't think her vision is very good. I'm not aware of her having any history, any hearing, any ability to hear. So, yeah, I don't know. It might be smell, it might be taste. That might be it. You'll be making blueberry cheesecake. That sounds good. What's my favorite meal? I think probably one of my favorite things is my mom's lasagna. And that's why I'm so happy that I have that recipe now. I can make it myself. In fact, I got a pan of that in the freezer. Pull that out one of these days. What's for supper today? I pulled when I went to Costco last summer, right after I bought the house. I went to Costco. I drove down to Costco. They're like 100 miles away in Austin, and I picked up a whole bunch of meat. One of the things I got was some prepackaged ribs, and so I pulled those out today, and we're going to try those, see if those are any good. So those of you who are having ribs today, I'm going to be having ribs too. We'll see if they're as good as the ones I made in the Instant Pot. What's Flash's normal daily diet? She usually just grazes on the lawn, whatever she finds in the yard. Occasionally, I'll give her some lettuce or stuff like that. She loves strawberries. She loves pineapple, apple, carrots, celery, lettuce. Basically anything that's fruit or vegetable that isn't citrus. And I don't think she's into tomatoes. No, I've never brought Flash to the vet. Yeah, I got the corn pie recipe. Yum. What time is supper? I don't know. Whenever I don't have a particular eating time, I eat when I'm hungry. So I don't know. It might be 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It might be 7 o'clock. It just depends. This is my long weekend too, so I kind of make the most of it. How old is Flash? That's one of the big questions that we're going to ask and answer when she gets here. I think she's about 80, but we're gonna do a deep dive onto that. When Flash gets here, we're gonna do a Flash episode, and we're gonna follow her around the yard and kind of see what her day is like. And one of the questions I want to figure out is how old is she? Yeah, Flash is the ultimate low maintenance pet. You think cats are low maintenance? You know, Flash is, you just put her in the backyard and she just takes care of herself. She's the ultimate low maintenance pet. I mean, she got out of the yard a couple times and I didn't even realize she was gone until somebody said, "Hey, I found a tortoise." How many people here could have a tortoise? And I went looking, I couldn't find her. So, yeah, it must be mine. Yeah, jalapeno peppers might be good in corn pie. Like I said before, I kind of think that when I try a recipe for the first time, I kind of like to stay loyal to the recipe, and then we'll experiment with it. You know, when I make it again or something like that. But I kind of like to see what it is, in its basic form before I start trying to manipulate it. How do you figure out her age? Well, it turns out that the little segments on her shell have rings on them. You can count the rings the way you count the rings on a tree. And so I did that once, but I didn't have a very good camera. Just what I did is I took a picture of it with a camera and then put it onto Photoshop and blew it up. And at that point, I think I determined that she was 55 or 60. And that was probably 20 years ago. And I got a far better camera now. So we'll snap a photo of it. We'll count the rings, and that should give us a good idea. How am I going to put a GoPro on Flash? See where she goes. Well, I kind of know where she'll go. I kind of know how she thinks. She'll usually find some corner to crawl into, and she's going to have at least three places that she can sleep. Actually, because this bench I'm on is a little higher than the couch I usually broadcast on. I actually have one of her houses underneath the TV tray to lift it up high enough, because otherwise you're gonna be looking up at me like this when I did the live stream. So She's got one here. We've got that one that I built for her over in the corner that I showed you a week or so ago on the video. And there's one that's in California right now that I'll bring back when I pick her up from Beth. And so she's going to have three houses to sleep in. And a lot of times in the summer, she'll just find some corner and sleep out there. And that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. She can sleep wherever she wants. Uh, I heard there's a city under Folsom Lake. You mean in Folsom, California? I suppose that's possible. You have a Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings is around here. But I've actually been kind of fond of just some of the buffalo wing sauce that I find in the grocery store. It's got a nice bite to it. What does Flash like to eat? My mom used to have ornamental cabbage in her backyard, and Flash apparently really loved that. Flash just ate it down to the ground, killed it all off. So that was one of the reasons my mom was very happy when I took Flash and moved her over to my house. But it's but you know she'll graze on the grass in the yard. She'll find the plants that she likes. That's probably one of the things I'll do is plant some flash friendly plants for sure. I don't know what she'll do about the blue bonnets. I don't know if she'll like that or not. And honestly, there is kind of a way that she could maybe get into that garden. So we'll play that by ear, see what happens. I'd like to get Flash a little friend. After last week's live stream, somebody sent me a link to a tortoise rescue facility that's a little south of Austin. I was looking at that. Now they didn't seem to have any species of tortoise. They didn't have any gopher tortoise, which is what Flash is. They had kind of different kinds of tortoises. So any more vlogs coming from stories in and around Waco? I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm seeing the squirrels are in the trees next door here. Now, a lot of times, I just find out about something. It's like, yeah, that'd be a cool, fun story to say, to tell about. Yeah, I am going to have to figure out what I do with Flash when I mow. And it's not so much me worrying about running her over because I'll be able to see her. The problem is I generally end up opening the gates so I can get the mower from the backyard to the front yard, and she'll go outside. I guarantee you, if there's a way out, she'll find it. So we'll have to think about that. We'll figure that out. Any restaurants there that I haven't visited yet? Yeah, I'm sure there are. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff in the area. I just I haven't been doing restaurant vlogs that much. I did Fuzzy's Tacos a couple weeks ago, and that was kind of fun. But the direction of the vlog kind of changed a lot when I got a house, as I guess you probably would imagine, right? Yeah, I'm glad you like the house. I'm enjoying, turning my house into what I want it to be. And it's coming along, but we got a ways to go. I'm glad you guys like watching that. I'm awesome. Oh man, you're making me blush. Jordan's got a lot of work on that house though too. There's a lot of things he's got to do. With a cattle gatekeeper in, is that the thing where there's the holes in the ground? I don't know. I'd be concerned maybe she might fall in if that's what we're talking about. Maybe though. I mean, she does kind of have enough sense to stay away from heights. I know that in my backyard there was a step going down before you went out the gate. I never saw her go over the edge of the step, so she's obviously got enough vision to be able to do that. How are the cats doing? The cats are doing good. In fact, that's the one downside to doing an outdoor live stream is not going to get to see the cats today, but they seem to be doing their thing. And are they watching us right now? I don't see them. They're probably just in their room sleeping. Well, Jordan's a big boy in terms of making buying decisions. He if that's what he decided he wanted, you know what, good for him. It wasn't going to be so much me helping him buy things. It's just helping him think figure out how we could do things ourselves versus having to have a contractor come in and do it. Charlotte thinks I look like Dale Jr., huh? All right. There we go. I guess I could think of worse things. It looked like Dale Sr. Eric's back. Hey, Eric. Hi, Diane. Hi, Megs. How you doing today? Blonde jokes. I can laugh at blonde jokes because I'm a blonde. What little of it there's left up there. Flash is doing good so far. I mean, so far as I heard. I mean, I don't talk to Beth that often. And I think last time I got any kind of message from her at all, she kind of sent a couple of videos over, and I included those on the vlog. So you know, Flash is probably it's probably nice and warm there now, so she's probably up and about. I'm sure Beth is ready to. I don't know. Beth says she likes having Flash around, so that's kind of cool. And Beth's niece and nephew enjoy Flash too. So no, Flash is still in California. Well, you don't have to apologize for falling a little bit behind on the vlogs. It happens. You actually know how many of my vlogs I've actually watched. Actually, very few of them. Of course, then again, I was there when they were shot, so that's a little different. How's my mom? My mom's doing good. At least last I talked to her. I talk to her usually on Sunday afternoons, so I'll get my weekly telephone call now, or in a couple hours. But okay, I understand, David. Thanks for stopping in, Dave and Terry. Good talking to you. Yeah, it's beautiful today. It's a nice day out. It's a nice day to be doing an outdoor live stream. And we're to the point yet where we haven't gotten here where the bugs are bad yet. So, in a few weeks it's going to be too hot to be out here, and then you'll being eaten alive. I'll lose 10 pounds of blood just from mosquitoes being out here. Yeah, I think I saw Baba Black Sheep a few times when I was a kid. Did I get my vaccine? Yeah, I got my vaccine about 2.5 weeks ago now. So I'm going to get a little bit militant now about not wearing a mask as much. I'll continue to wear it at work because they're paying me, but the whole point of getting the vaccine is so you don't have to wear the mask anymore. How's work? Work's going good. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but they got me training somebody now. So that was always the thing I enjoyed most about my jobs in the past, was when I got to train other people to do it. And there's a new employee. Well, he's actually been with the company longer than I have, but he was hired in as a temp, and they just decided a few weeks ago to make him permanent. And so I've been working with him for the last few weeks. He's coming along nicely. He's going to be a good employee. So that's, I think, another vote of confidence in the boss, that they're making me, let me train people. First, they give me my own line. Well, first they give me an opportunity to become a lead. Then they give me my own line. Now I'm training people. It's going in the right direction. So we have three vaccines. It's Moderna, Johnson and Johnson. That's the one I had, and then there's a third one. Pfizer, I think, is the third one. The Johnson and Johnson was just one shot, and so I got that a week ago or 2 weeks ago on Thursday, I think. 2 weeks ago on Wednesday. So they say it takes about 2 weeks for you to get a full immunity, for the immunity to get to full strength, and so that happened this past week. So I've been trying to go with go with the rules about masks and stuff like that. But now I'm going to be a little bit more militant. It's like, no, I've been vaccinated. I don't need to wear it anymore. I went to the doctor a few weeks ago um, on something else, another issue. And I walked in there and nobody was wearing masks. They didn't have signs on the doors anymore. And when the doctor saw me, I asked him, "Hey, do I need to be wearing a mask?" And he says, "No, no, it's your choice. I'm not wearing one because I've already had the virus, so I don't need to wear it anymore." Well, you know what? I trust that more than something than what a politician says. So I'm going to be a little militant on that, because I'm not into the mask to begin with. I can't wait until we get past that at work. That's very, very uncomfortable. Yeah, I heard people talking about side effects. I didn't experience any. Not even where sometimes you get like a little soreness in the injection site. I didn't even get that. Yeah, I've heard about mutant strains from it, but they're also talking about how these vaccines that they're giving us are going to give us what they call T cell immunity. And T cell immunity should make us immune to different variants. At least that's what I'm hearing from the experts I'm reading. And there's several other variants that are floating around. But like I said, if the T cell immunity issue is an issue, then but I mean, if we're going to make the argument that we have to continue to take precautions because there might be another variant. Well, you know what? There's always going to be another variant. And if we're going to make that argument, then we're going to be making the argument that we're going to be wearing masks for the rest of our lives. And no, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to do that. No way, no how. It's been going on for a year now. This nonsense needs to stop. Did I have any side effects? No, none at all. Kidding. Just kidding. It's a joke, people. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people that are concerned about vaccines, and honestly, I'm not one to. I've never gotten a flu shot in my life. You know, not because I'm against flu shots. It's just I think sometimes it's better just to get the disease yourself and let your body create its own antibodies. Yeah, but in terms of the people that are telling us to keep wearing the masks, a lot of these people are bureaucrats, and some of these bureaucrats have become very famous as a result of this pandemic, and they don't want to give that up. And sometimes their own personal motivations are clouding their judgment. Bug crawling around on my laptop here. COVID's part of our planet now. It's going to be like the flu. There's going to be a new variant every year. Yeah, I definitely got to get a cushion for this bench here. A few houses in your neighborhood are empty and for sale. I bet the banks are really cashing in. Um, I don't know. I would think that an empty house would not be something that the bank would be happy about. They'd like to sell the houses. I did get an assessment of my house. My house is apparently worth more now than what I paid for it. So property values are going up in Texas, and that's a good thing. Will I be in the pool again soon? I hope so. I hope so. Hang on a second. I'm going to go see what the temperature is in there. I'll be right back. Yeah, it's about 73 in there right now. So another 6 or 7 degrees, and it should be pretty nice in there. Well, that's one of the things that my boss keeps telling me. He's surprised that I'm interested in a job like this. He thinks maybe that it's too simple of a job for me and I'm going to get bored with it. And honestly, if I was just doing the basic day-to-day job, it would bore the snot out of me. Because, it's just, taking parts out of the machine, putting them on the pallet, taking parts out of the machine, putting them on the pallet. The thing that makes it interesting is that I'm getting to learn how to operate the machine and learn how to make repairs on the machine. See, when I was at Disney, I've always been kind of a hands-on kind of person, somebody that likes to learn how to do things and know it better. And I was never allowed to touch any of the technology on the parade floats because it was a union shop and the people who maintained the floats were in the union and they were militant about you couldn't even flip the power on. You had to bring them in to power up the float. And so one of the things I really like about this place is that I'm not only allowed to, you know, work with the machine, I'm actually encouraged to. And that's what makes it interesting to me because there's so much I have to learn about that machine, about running it and fixing it. And I'm getting better because every time when there is a problem that I can't handle, I do have to call for help. I hang out with the mechanic when they're working on it, and ask them questions, and they're perfectly willing to share things with me because the more I can do on my own, the less time they have to spend on my machine, and that benefits everybody. And like I said, they allow me to do that. They encourage me to do that. So that's what keeps the job interesting. Well, that was what they said to me when I was buying my house. The realtor told me that houses in this area don't stay on the market for long. They're on the market for a couple of days. So that was why I was a little surprised when 10 days later, I was able to still get this house. Because this house was on the market for 10 days before I snapped it up. Apparently, they had one offer at one point, but I'm guessing somebody tried to lowball them. There are people in Portland paying over 100,000 more than the asking price. Yeah, well, I guess if you get people bidding against each other, that was I think the advantage here. Like I said, there'd been one offer on made on my house, and the owners declined it, and that was why I just said, you know what, offer them what they're asking, and that and the fact that it was a cash deal, just made it a good deal. And like I said, it was what 4 or 5 hours later I had my response, so they were happy with that. Yeah, I just got appraised on my house. My house is worth about 30,000 more than I paid for it just about 8 or 9 months ago. So we're watching a medical show, and they're saying that in a year or so the vaccine will be in a pill. Yeah, well, that's good. By that time, hopefully, we'll have hit herd immunity, and we've be past all this, assuming that our leaders are willing to give up the power that they've taken as a result of this. That's always the big concern, is that politicians take advantage of things like this. And I'm breaking my own rule. We're talking politics, so another subject. Yeah, yeah. My timing seemed to be really good. This was a good time to get this house. And like I said, I'm not looking at it as an investment. I wanted a place to live. I wanted a nice place to live, and I'm happy with it. So hopefully this is going to be my forever house. I'll spend the rest of my life here. I hope so. It's got everything I want in a house. You and Kathy became best friends because of me. That's great. Awesome. That means a lot to me. Thank you. We're waiting for people to turn into zombies. I'm afraid that's been happening for like 30 years. There's only one cure for that. Turn off the TV. You put on the glasses. Yeah, there's a nice breeze today. It's really nice to be outside. I'm glad I did this outdoor live stream. It's really nice out here. It's not too hot. It's not too cool. Nice little breeze. I'm in the shade of the trees, so don't have the sun blasting down on me. And it's been kind of windy for the past few weeks too. So it's nice that it's not that big a problem right now. How far is Boca Chica from me? I don't know. I don't know where Boca Chica is. I know there's a SpaceX facility somewhere south of Waco, but I'm not sure exactly where it is. Got all the bugs landing over here. Diane's in Canada and Kathy's in London. You chat every day. That's awesome. See, that's the kind of thing that makes all this worthwhile. And you're right, Michelle. I do have the best viewers. You guys are all great. Diane's talking with an English accent now, huh? Are you typing with an English accent? And how does that work? Can you type with an English accent? Cats haven't been meowing a whole lot lately. That's a good thing. The problem is when I'm doing the indoor live streams, the wind doesn't mess up my hair. You talk on Messenger. That's great. Awesome time. Nap time for Charlotte and Logan. Okay. Have a good nap, Charlotte and Logan. It was fun talking to you. I really like it when you come on here, and I love your pictures. And they really are on the refrigerator. Can you see the shirt? Yeah, this is the Jordan the Lion. I don't know. I gotta figure out if I'm getting it too washed out here. Maybe I'll stand up a little bit here. Hang on. See if we can make this work a little bit here. It's Jordan and Adam with their cameras based on the movie They Live. You get all the little propaganda. If you remember the movie They Live, there were these special glasses you wore, and you could see still the aliens. They look like that, and there were all these propaganda messages. And so they built one. They made one for Jordan and Adam, and it's words like daily and edit and buy a new camera and stuff like that. It's a really clever shirt. Jordan has great shirts. I think this was done by the people who, over at what was the t-shirt company you used for a while? It wasn't Spreadshirt. It was I don't remember what the name of the company is. They went bankrupt right before I wanted to start making shirts. So I think one of the last ones they made was a shirt that Jordan was wearing a few days ago when he did a brief video with Scott. And there's like 3 of them in the world. And I got one. He has one, and the guy who did the artwork has one. I'm sure the cats would like some treats. They're probably missing that right now. I'll have to go spoil them a little bit, but they'll get some. They'll get some tonight. Yeah, Roddy Piper. That was he was the one that was he was the homeless guy that discovered the plot. He discovered the glasses and put a pair of them on, and all of a sudden started seeing the aliens and all the propaganda and all that stuff. There are a couple of shirts with Jordan and I. Trip to Texas, we did one, and there was also kind of a Jetsons one, Jetsons themed kind of one. I don't know. One of these days I'll have to do a T-shirt, but we'll see. I know I got to keep reminding myself of that. Yeah, you're always here, Mark. You're one of my regulars, and I think you were pretty close to the beginning this one. You know, we've been going for hour and 43 minutes now, and I think you've been here for most of it. What did I do for Easter? I walked around Waco. That was really all it was. What did I have for dinner on Easter? I don't think I had anything traditionally Easter for dinner. It might have just been a burger or something like that. Might have actually finished up the meatloaf. That's probably what it was that I did. Hearing noise over here in the garden. I want to see if the squirrels are visiting. Don't see any squirrels right now. A cooking with bites and nibbles segment or apron. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. Picture a bite and nibble with their chef's hats on. The caption bites and nibbles or Breck or something. Yeah. Or maybe just bites and nibbles. When is Flash coming to Texas? As soon as I can work out a time to go on vacation. That's what it all comes down to. I just want to kind of negotiate with the boss. I don't want to go in a bad time. And I don't know if there's ever really a good time, but you know, if I can make it the least bad time possible, that's what I want to kind of do. How's my mom? Well, I talked to her last week. She was doing fine at the time. I usually get my telephone calls from her on Sunday evening, so I'll probably get one tonight. But she seems to be doing fine. They're giving her a little bit more freedom. She's excited about me coming to visit, so we're going to play that by ear. Trying to figure out what all the stuff is that I need to take back with me because I got a whole bunch of things that I inherited from my father, and got to figure out how to get that all transported back. Scott Michaels is doing a lot of vlogging. It's funny how that all kind of cascades in from person to person to person, because Adam got Jordan into doing it. Jordan got me into doing it. Jordan got Scott into doing it. I got my friend Matt into doing it. So it just kind of goes from person to person. It's funny how that all works. You get a Bite and Nibbles apron for the grill? Yeah. Can I show you the lawn and garden? Yeah, I guess we could do that. We'll unplug the computer here and do a little, as they say in Australia, do a little walkabout. Let's see, one of the things about this, I feel sick with that, is this thing, the keyboard flips backwards and actually turn it into a big giant pad here. So, yeah, this is let me see if I can get it here. I don't know if you can see it. That's the garden right now. You can see all the blue bonnets are blooming, which is kind of fun. Got those fun little sculpture things here. That's the palm trees. They still look pretty sad. My grow damn it. And you can see everything's still kind of growing here. Everything's alive. The daisies are doing their thing. Let's see, that's the lawn. See, this is where I was had it all set up here. The pool's still nice and blue. And make sure I don't get my finger in front of the camera here. Splash's Cave over there, you saw that. And here's the tomato plants that I got. They're doing good. The jalapenos seem to be doing good. So yeah, everything's coming along well over here. The spiders are using the tomato stakes to build their webs. Whatever works for them, I guess. But yeah, I mean, look at all the trees. They're all nice and bloomy now. So let's go put everything back here. Go back to where we are here. Sit down. Texas flag. All right. Hang on. I'm trying not to get dizzy again here. See if we can do this a little smoother this time. All right, back on the table. Get ourselves plugged back in. Catch up here. Let's see, what did I miss here? Does my mom talk about growing up in Minnesota? I guess occasionally. I guess that's next time we do a live stream, you can ask her about that. Why not fly to California, rent a car? One of the problems is so many people are leaving California that to rent any kind of vehicle in California and drive to Texas versus going the other direction is really, really horribly expensive. Plus the fact if I fly to California, then I can't really do any of the stuff on the way there. I want to stop in and hit a few fun things on the way to California, and I can't really do that if I fly directly there. Make sure you tell my mom that we all said hello. Well, my mom watches the live streams, and she's to the point now where she can see the comments, so um, she'll see that one. You just told her yourself. Yeah, I love the trees too. That was one of the things I really like about this yard is I love the big old trees. These trees apparently have been here longer than the house has been here, especially the pecan trees in the front yard. They predate the house, and so that's really cool. Yeah, I really like the big yard. This yard is, 5 times the size of the yard I had in California. So, I love that. All sorts of room to do fun things. It's a trip to me when I'm sitting here doing a live stream and you guys are talking to each other. That's great. I love that too. Yeah, you're right. It's a never-ending job, but it's a job I love doing. I just love getting out here and just tinkering around in the yard or doing something in the house. It never ends and it's always fun. Yeah, petrified forest. That's a good idea. I'd love to do that. Yeah, I know. I was sad to see the tree Jordan had to cut down too, but you know what? That happens because that was a big, beautiful tree. But sometimes trees like that can cause problems in the house. It can undermine the foundation, and there's all sorts of problems with that. It was great that they were able to save those palm trees. The trees looked a little ugly, but they just need to be trimmed. And so it was great that they were able to replant those and make that work. Yeah, you guys are all great here. I love every one of you. Been targeting. You've been repairing dry rot for 2 weeks, for 2 days. Home ownership is overrated. I don't know about that. I love being able to put on a movie at 3 in the morning if I want to and blast it as loud as I want, not have to worry about the neighbors. That's the great part about all this. Yeah, well, Jordan knew when he went into this that there was a lot of things that they needed to do with the house. Like I said, he sent me a copy of the home inspection report, and there were a whole bunch of things because he basically wanted me to figure out what is it that I can help him with, and what are the things that he's going to need to do. And there's a few big ticket items he's going to have to deal with on that house, but he's also kind of getting a lot of it out of the way right at the beginning. Sometimes that's what it is. If you run into a house that maybe hasn't been as well taken care of as it could have been, I don't know that that's the case here, but somebody else moves in and it just takes a little time to catch up. And so the house itself didn't seem to be in really bad shape, but there were a couple of, like I said, big ticket items he's got to work on. Yeah, I remember the water pouring out of that tree. That even surprised me a little bit. Yeah, I've been thinking about going to the Hot Mac Model Airplane Club air landing strip, whatever it is, at some point too. I'll probably do that again. It'd probably be fun to do it again just because I've got the new camera now. I think last time I did it, I was still doing it with my cell phone. Love me and the cats. Thank you. Appreciate that. I figure out how to position myself. I'm right now and I'm in the sun. There we go. That looks like maybe that's a good place to go. Tip this way a little bit here. So I'm not quite so washed out. Yeah, I'm very happy for him being able to get his first house. He's gonna love it. I mean, he already does. It's clear. You look at it. He's very happy about where he is. It's a good situation to be in. And I was talking to him a couple I don't know, a few days ago. He was talking about the things he was doing, and I was saying, yeah, but right now, every dollar you put into that house, you're building up equity. You're making the house more valuable. You're not just giving money to your landlord and throwing that away. This is going to be the big investment of your life. And everything you do makes it more valuable. So just keep doing what you're doing, and he's going to love it. I use the same camera I've been using, which is a Canon. Oh, I know everyone asks me that, and I never remember what the model is. It's the same camera that Jordan uses. Oh, V&A's here. Yeah, she got in here right at the end. I was just thinking, hadn't seen her in a while. I was thinking if I were to do a meetup in Waco, she might be one of those people that might come and visit, but she's here in Texas. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. It seems to me you said something about that in the past, that you'd show up at a meetup. Thanks, John, for giving me the thumbs up. That's always nice. Always appreciated. Yes, yeah, not to stick out from underneath the TV tray so the computer's wobbling again. Okay, there we go. There we have it. That is the most obscure question of the day. How wide is Flash? Um, she's probably about 5 inches wide. She's not big. She's about that big. It is. It's a beautiful day here. Nice breeze blowing through. It's nice and warm, and we're probably into the upper 70s, maybe low 80s right now. Yeah, Flash is gonna love her cave. Yeah, if Jordan works it out right, he may be able to live there for the rest of his life. It's a nice house. It's going to suit him well, and he'll have room to grow into it. If he finds somebody and settles down, it's a big house. It's a big house. It's a house big enough to raise a family in. So yeah, I'll let Bite and Nibble out when I'm here. They don't have access to the yard when I'm not here. But if I'm out in the backyard and they want to come out and visit, they can do that. What is their circumference? I don't know. I've never measured that. It's just like asking a woman how much she weighs. It's just there's certain questions you don't ask. Not necessarily with my assistance. I just want to be here because for no other reason than just to make sure they can get back in when they want to. Generally, they're a little timid, and so if something freaks them out, they'll run back in the house. So it's not really a big problem, but I want to make sure the door doesn't slam closed and they get locked outside and then they panic and end up trying to get over the fence or something like that. How old is Flash? That's one of the questions that we're going to answer when we get her here. I'm not sure exactly. 70 or 80, probably, something like that. Yeah, exactly, Kathy. You don't ask a woman. There's certain questions you just don't ask a woman. How old is she? How much does she weigh? What's her circumference? I think you get slapped if you ask a woman that. What's Flash's density? Her BMI? Yeah, I agree with you, Mark. That's part of the reason I do it, but also I just like doing it. I like doing things on my own. Then I know exactly what I'm getting. It also makes me better in a better position to, when I do have to get somebody in here, to be able to judge the quality of what they're doing. If I know a little something, um, about what's going on. Yeah, some of those Galapagos tortoises can, they're like this big around. They can live, 300 or 400 years out here. That's insane. I think it's crazy right now that I have a pet that's older than I am. Well, like I said, we'll answer that question very specifically at some point when Flash gets out here. I want to do a whole video just on Flash. Tell the story of how I got her. I mean, I've kind of mentioned parts of this, but we want to definitely do a deep dive into Flash at some point. Jordan and Jaw. Well, all you got to do is watch his vlogs to see that. Yeah, definitely needs her strawberries. I got a very noisy bird in the tree right now. I assume you got to be able to hear that. Can I sell her eggs or eat them? I've never tried. Never tried either of those. You got to remember what she does. She buries her eggs, so it's often a matter of figuring out where she's done that. She can have all sorts of places too where she can bury them. Okay, you can hear the birds. That's cool. Probably hearing the wind a little bit too, huh? I just realized I thought he was in front of me. He's actually behind me somewhere. I thought he was up here, but he's like behind me somewhere. Are the strawberries planted yet? No strawberries yet. The aquatic turtle loves bananas. I guess I've heard that too. I bet you Flash would like bananas too. Gotta admit though, I've never tried that. Well, anyway, I see we've been going for a couple hours now, so I think I'm going to pull the plug on this one because I got to still do a vlog today. So I think I'm going to probably go out and do something in the yard, and that's going to take a little time. So I'm going to pull the plug on this one. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. Good night, everyone.